Hello everyone, this is As Mohammad Khan and I welcome you with today's segment student. And today we will discuss image formation by concave lens. Yes, concave lens. What is concave lens student? Yes, you are right. The lens that is thin from the middle and thick from the side is known as concave lens. So today we will discuss about the image formation by concave lens. When object is placed at infinity, so first what will you do? You will draw the concave lens. This is the concave lens. Now you will try to find out again the midpoint of this. It is the midpoint, and what we call it? It is optical center. Now we draw one straight line through this optical center. As you know that the concave lens is made by two spherical glasses. So student, it also have the center of curvature. So that center of curvature we will denote here. This is the center of curvature 1 and it is the center of curvature 2. Here we will draw the F1. Here we will draw it is F2. This C1 is also known as 2F1 and this C2 is also known as 2F2. 2F2. Now in this, what is the condition and where is the object student? It is at infinity. Means we can't count the distance of that particular object because it is at infinity like stars. So the image that will be formed here, it will be formed like this. These are the incident ray. These are the incident ray. Now these incident rays will be refracted. These are the incident ray, and these incident ray will refract like this from here, from the aperture. This is the aperture, and from here they will be refract like this. It will reflect like this, but they appear to meet at F1 here. They appear to meet here. Here they appear to meet here at this point. So the image will be formed here. So what is the position of the image here? It is at F1. So here you write at F1. Now in this, what is the nature of the image? It is virtual and erect. Size of image is highly diminished because it is point size. So what will you write? Highly diminished. So it is about the when the object is placed at infinity. Now we will draw the second ray diagram. In this, when the object is placed anywhere on the principal axis, anywhere in front of the lens, like this. It is the concave lens. This is the optical center. Now we draw the principal axis. It is the principal axis. Now what will you do? You will draw the line. This. Now you indicate the C1. It is C2. It is F2. It is F1. Now you can put the object anywhere on the principal axis. Now here we will put the object Here we will put. Now it is the aperture. We will draw the incident ray. These are the incident ray. Now from here the incident ray will be refract. They are refracting. They appear to meet here at the F1. According to the rule, when the incident as well as the refracted ray move through the principal focus or optical center, from the optical center, they move undeviated, student, undeviated. Incident as well as refracted, undeviated they move, and here they are meeting with each other. So the image will be formed here. This is the image here. So what will you write here? The image will be formed in between O and F1. So you write here the image, position of the image in between O and F1. Nature of the image same, virtual and erect. Size of image, here the size of the image was highly diminished, but in this the size of image is diminished, student, or very small size. You can write here diminished, or very small size you can also write, very small. So these are the ray diagrams of the concave lens. Now these ray diagrams you will try to learn. Yes, student, now we come on our next concept, that is sign convention. Means the physical quantities that are found inside the lens, or in the case of the lens, their sign are changed according to the image formation. Like concave lens generally form the virtual and erect image. Convex lens form the real and inverted image. So according to their image, their sign convention is changed. Like if we speak about the object distance, then the object distance in both the cases, the sign convention that we use, it is negative, student. Negative sign convention we use in both the cases, in concave lens or in convex lens. Now we come on the image distance. For the image distance, or for this V, concave have the negative sign convention and convex have the positive sign convention, because in this the image is formed at the side of incident rays, student, but in this the image is formed at the side of refracted rays, and they are inverted also. Now if we speak about the focal length, then it is negative for concave, but it is positive for the convex. But there is one exception, student. If in the convex lens virtual and erect image is formed, and when the virtual and erect image is formed, student, tell me, when the object is placed in between focus and optical center, then which image is formed? Virtual and erect image is formed in the case of convex lens. So at that time their image distance and their focal length become negative, so it is exception. Otherwise in all the cases generally the real and inverted image is formed. That's why the sign convention that we use for the image distance and the focal length is positive. Now we come on the height of the object. Generally the object is placed, or in most of the cases or in all the cases, object is always placed at the principal axis. That's why the sign convention that we use is positive in both the cases. But height of image, if the height of object's image is formed above the particular principal axis, then it is positive. If it becomes below the principal axis, then it is negative. So it is about the height of the image. Now you will learn the lens formula, and about that I have also taught you that what is the mirror formula, student. It is 1 upon f is equal to, student, what is the mirror formula? It is 1 upon f is equal to 1 upon v plus 1 upon u. Now what will you do to learn the lens formula? It in this positive sign is found in the case of the mirror, but here the negative sign is found. So how will you learn it? 1 upon f is equal to 1 upon v minus 1 upon u. This is the lens formula. You will learn it. 1 upon f is equal to 1 upon v minus 1 upon u. Now we come on the magnification formula. Magnification formula is equal to height of the image upon height of the object, or it is also equal to image distance upon object distance. So these are the lens formulas. You will learn them, because with the help of sign convention and the lens formulas, you will solve all the numericals. Now we come on the next concept that is most important, student. It is the power of combination. Student, so what is power of the lens? It is the converging or diverging capacity of a lens. Converging or diverging capacity of a lens is known as power of lens. And according to the formula of the power of the lens, what is it? It is the reciprocal of focal length, and the focal length should be in meter, student. So the formula of the power of the lens is 1 upon f if the focal length is in meter. If the focal length is in centimeter, then the formula of the power of the lens is 100 upon f, and it is in centimeter. So these are the formulas of the power of lens. Power of lens, student. You will learn it. Now the SI unit of the power of the lens is diopter. Diopter SI unit is diopter. Diopter, and it is denoted by capital D, and the power of the lens is denoted by capital P. So you will learn it. What is the symbol of power of lens? It is P. What is the SI unit? It is diopter, and it is denoted by capital D. Now we come on the next concept, that is power of combination. Power of combination: when the lenses are arranged one by one, then they have the power of combination in series, like the series combination about the resistance you have studied, same as. Like, what is the power of combination formula, student? It is equal to P is equal to P1 plus P2 plus P3 plus dash dash dash. And this you can also write in the form of formulas, like if we use for this P is 1 upon F, then for this P1 what we will use, it is F1. For this P2 what we will use, we will use F2, and for this 1 F3. So these are the formulas of the power of combination. So it is the most important concept, student. What is the power of the lens? Now you can tell me. It is the converging or diverging capacity of a lens. And according to the formula, what is its definition, student? It is the reciprocal of the focal length. And what is its formula? Its formula is P is equal to 1 upon F, and that F means focal length, should be in meter, student. And what is the SI unit? It is diopter. So today we have covered the ray diagrams of concave lens, sign convention, lens formulas, and power of lens. So now we have covered all the concepts of this chapter. Only what is in pending? It is the numerical. So in the next segment we will discuss about the numericals related to concave, convex mirror, and concave and convex lens. So thank you very much and have a nice day.